Well, what is happening, beautiful people? Shout out to our Dynasty community. A lot of you
Yeah.
guys we've been seeing the comments. Obviously, we haven't been as active on this channel recently. No, we did not stop making content. In fact, all we do with our lives is create content. We have just been grinding over on the on the Fantasyland football channel. This is our redraft channel, and in season, it just takes the primary stage, it takes the majority of our time, and we just only have so much time to go around. Now, we will be starting to post more content on this channel, just so you guys know if you're watching this now or later. So that is the good news. There will be, I think next week, I'm going to start doing some updated ranking videos. And also next week, I'm going to start scouting the upcoming rookie class. So I know we've had some people comment and ask, like, where you been? Like, are you guys not making content? No, we are, for sure. It's just on the other channel. And, I'm not going to have rookie content prepared for you in the next month, right? Like, at least,
Sure.
if not more. I don't really want to talk about players. And I said this last year as well. I don't like talking about players until I have, like, a really good grasp on them, until I go through my process of scouting and obviously looking at where they stand in different databases. But we appreciate you guys for being here with us. We are going to be doing some team playbooks today, some team reviews. So appreciate you guys for being here. If you're looking to get a team review, we've been doing most of them over on the redraft channel, to be honest. Anytime they've popped up on the Fantasyland channel, we've kind of just done them while we're streaming over there. But we're going to try and start doing at least one stream per week, at least one video per week. And then, as we get closer to December, there will just be more and more content on this channel. And then, of course, January to May, this channel kind of dominates all of our time. So we appreciate you guys for being here with us. Go ahead and be a friend and hit the like button to show some love. In fact, yeah, we'll leave it at that. We'll do a giveaway on the other channel today as well on after we stream here. But we've got some team reviews to get to. What's up, John? What's up, Tyler? Scribbles is here.
What's happening,
Appreciate
y'all?
y'all
How
for
we
being
feeling?
here. What's up, WG in the building? Appreciate y'all for coming out and showing some love. Okay,
Love.
let's jump straight into... okay, we got a super chat from John, so we'll quickly answer that. He says, going for a three-peat, do I trade Cam for Indiana Jones? As in Cam Scatterboo? Cam Scatterboo for Daniel Jones. I actually have been in the process of updating my Dynasty rankings in the last couple days. And I don't know where you would have Cam in amongst running backs, but I currently have Cam as my RB14. Trying to decide between him and names like Javonte Williams, Breece Hall, Josh Jacobs. But
Yeah, I mean,
we were...
Ward. It's a Cam Ward.
Oh,
if you
Ward.
can trade. Well, if
Okay.
you're talking about Cam Ward,
Well, yeah, if you're trying to contend,
Yeah.
then I don't
feels-
see a reason not to do that.
I feel like if anything, you should be getting something in return. I know Cam Ward is technically not doing well, but he's still the younger prospect. He still has another 3 years at least to be the starter going into at least minimum 2, but at least 3 years as well, or max 3 years. I feel like you should get Daniel Jones maybe a third. I don't know if that's an even swap just because of the youth that's coming with Cam Ward, but a third or a second.
Look, I was not ever a big Cam Ward guy this offseason, but even as a non-big Cam Ward guy, I don't think we can really define his career yet. Obviously, way too early. What I would say is I do have Daniel Jones ahead of him in my rankings already in Dynasty. We kind of teased this a little bit on the redraft channel this year, Badaki, but we kind of talked about, hey, could Daniel Jones be the next Baker Mayfield? And honestly, I feel like he's doing everything to put himself in that conversation now. Like, I struggle to see how the Colts don't sign him long term. How successful this offense is with him, how good he looks in it. I don't see how they don't sign him long term. Honestly, what is their answer if it's not Daniel Jones? It's certainly not Anthony Richardson.
Well, it's not exactly. That's not Anthony Richardson. So
I feel like he's going to get a long-term contract. And it's not like he's an old prospect, an old player either. So I would be more than comfortable just to take Daniel Jones there. I have him ranked higher already, and again, recognizing that could be a little premature, but Daniel Jones has shown me enough to go get him personally.
Appreciate you though, John. Thank you so much for that.
We do appreciate you guys. Look, you'll see all these questions on the Flock site, guys. Our whole goal today is just to get as many Dynasty team reviews done as we can, because in about 45 minutes time, we have another stream where we're going to answer all these fantasy football questions as well. But we appreciate everybody for being here with us. Let's start with Daniel Seg with his Dynasty team playbook. And I'll just say at the very beginning, most of you guys would know this by now, but if you are out there and you want your own team playbook, your own custom review from Badaki and myself, you want to know what direction to take your Dynasty team, then you're in the right spot. But if you want to get that, all you need to do is use a promo code LAND, become an annual Mother Flocker member. That will give you a voucher that you can use through the Flock store. Now, you can do the same exact process, guys, if you're a member of a different promo code. Let's say your code FLOCK. But all you would need to do is just purchase it a la carte, right? Obviously, you don't get the free voucher if you're not using the code LAND. But let's go ahead. And right now, I think they're actually doing a deal on the site. Yeah, discount bundle, where you can click and it actually gives you a team review, start sit, and a trade question voucher for the price of a team review. So definitely something to consider. Okay, let's go to Daniel Seg here, and we'll try and answer your guys' questions as we go. But really, the reason for this stream is to kind of get some of these reviews done and out. So
yeah. All right, Daniel, thank you so much for the support. He says, currently in a rebuild, trying to move Daniel Jones and Javonte Williams for more future draft capital. Building around London, Marvin Henderson, what are some moves you think I could possibly do? Do you think it's worth it to move off of picks for neighbors here? Okay, well, let's have a look at this team. This is our classic meat and potatoes type of situation. 2 quarterback, 12 team start, 9 with the 0.5 tight end premium. Going straight into the team here, currently ranked 9th out of 12. Daniel Jones, Michael Penix, Anthony Richardson. Running back with Travion Henderson, Javonte Williams, Woody Marks, and the list goes on there. Drake London, Ted, Marvin, Jack Best, Horton, and Tucker with Franklin, with Evan Ingram and Mark Andrews here. Going straight to some untouchables. We'll say Drake London in this category is an untouchable, and probably only Drake London right now. And actually what we can do, since you are, I would say this is kind of a rebuild type of situation. I would say you 26 first and 7. So future picks are going to be untouchables that you're going to want to keep since you are going to be rebuilding here. Some holds. It's going to be Woody Marks for sure. And I think you did talk about Daniel Jones. Oddly enough, we just had a conversation about that. I'm happy to trade him away, just depending on what you can get. But at the same time,
yeah,
like Zach was just saying, what is the answer if it's not Daniel Jones? It's not Anthony Richardson, and it's not going to be somebody else. So, do
you see a scenario in which Anthony Richardson is not Daniel Jones is not signed long term to this team in the offseason? Because if you if you don't see that scenario not happening, why sell him now? Why not sell him when he gets a contract extension, right? Daniel Jones contract, if I'm not mistaken, he is, it's just a 1-year deal. So
it's just a 1-year deal. So he's probably going to get another contract, which is crazy because he got a bag with New York. He might get a bag with the Colts, and
he deserves it too.
Yeah,
he's played so well.
And just having a look at that, it's like there's no one in free agency going into next year at the quarterback position, and the quarterback class is not the strongest.
Yeah, he'll get a contract. So
he most likely will have the contract.
We'll look at options, but I don't think you need to sell. But we'll look at options.
So holds Woody Mark, Daniel Jones. I would also put Jack Besh in there.
Yes. I'm so excited that we're finally seeing. I got shit on all of the last 2 months with Deontay Thornton over Jack Besh, and now finally the coaching staff is starting to say, okay, that was a fun experiment, but let's actually put Jack Besh in there. I can't wait to see what that looks like here in the upcoming weeks.
And then Troy Horton is also we're going to hold. Easy drops. Names like Kirk Cousins, Chigakonko, Ryan Flournoy, or Zonovan Knight. All those. Najee Harris can be dropped as well. Just just because of the injuries and older, especially if you're going to be rebuilding.
Yeah, it's hard to see him ever making a real true impact. I get that for sure.
So other than that, I think that is pretty straightforward. Just having a quick look at your waiver wire here. Guys, we don't mind picking up. Probably Ben Sinnott still. I like how they're utilizing the tight end.
Away. Isaiah Davis needs to be picked up. I think Isaiah Davis is the number one priority there with the Breece Hall rumors.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. I wasn't able to see that. Yeah, Isaiah Davis and then Ben Sinnott. For me, Ben Sinnott is like, I like the way they're utilizing the tight end. Zach Ertz just needs to walk.
Yeah.
But we'll wait and see there. So a lot of options there for you. And that's probably all. When it comes down to draft capital, looks like you have your first and another first there. So this is a good draft capital. I'm gonna give this a B+. An overall team grade.
Yeah.
Look, it's. I think you are in a weird window of like competing, but I think you are missing a couple pieces. You're 1-5, so technically you're not competing. Points against is 832, which is probably the most in the league, which is just unlucky at the moment.
I mean, he's like in this position where like you're definitely not the best team in the league. You're 1-5. You have plenty of players that haven't performed, and you have guys that have overperformed like Javonte. Javonte looks like what he was out of UNC. It's awesome to see. But I would say this is a clear at least 1 year punt.
Yeah. I agree.
To me. So we'll go 1 year punt. Overall team grade. With the draft capital involved, that's probably your strongest room. I would
say like C+ B- type of situation.
Yeah.
I like the team. I like the foundation. I like the young wide receivers with London, Ted, Harrison. You got Travion, even though it's been annoying. Daniel Jones has been a bright spark for you. Michael Penix just had a great game. So you have a good foundation at the moment. So that's all for admin.
Yeah. I just realized we can import these letter grades that we've been using on the redraft channel for the redraft reviews. So give me 1 second. I'm just gonna pop this right over here. What we did is we actually swapped the. Sorry, go ahead. My bad.
No. In terms of like selling players like Daniel Jones, I think I want to hold Daniel Jones just wait until he gets that contract extension. And then Javonte Williams, I think is somebody I'm happy to sell.
Yeah,
I think it just depends on.
But I feel like you need a first. You need a first at this point with the way that he's performing. Obviously, if he's signed to a long-term deal and you only get a first, then you're going to majorly regret that. But if he's not signed to a deal, then you're going to regret not trading him either. So
yeah, I think Javonte Williams is going to be one of those guys. Is he going to make it through the draft?
Yeah.
Or are they going to bring in somebody else?
Right? Like Chase Brown made it through the draft, right, guys? Like, that's awesome.
That's what I'm saying. It's kind of going to be something along these lines potentially,
right.
But
C plus you said for this team?
Yeah, C+, B- type of situation. But yeah, just looking ahead. No, I mean, free agent running backs next year: Travis Etienne, Breece Hall, Kenneth Walker. So I could see one of those guys going to Dallas, but it just depends on if they walk. There were talks about Travis Etienne getting traded, and we were saying about. I don't know if but the community was saying he should go to Dallas, or he should go here, or he should go to Chiefs.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, let's look at what we're going to start doing here is like a mid-year rookie report for your rookie class. And look, like full transparency, I would say for the most part, your rookie class has been underwhelming for you so far. And that's fine because you're not competing anyway. Like the people who drafted Travion Henderson and ready to compete, that was me in a couple leagues. Like we're not feeling good right now, and it's struggling. I think Tetaroa McMillan and Woody Marks are the only people who are meeting or exceeding expectations. I guess Torrey Horton as well, but he's not really like a playable name right now. But you got names like Besh and Travion Henderson who really, they're guys that I still believe in long term, but they have not shown a pulse yet. Henderson, even in the hard part about Henderson, if I'm being 100% honest with you guys, and I still believe in him long term, is even in the limited opportunities that he's getting, he doesn't fit the offense like a glove. They're not putting him in space and really letting his skill set shine. it's really strange the way they're deploying him, and I'm not sure that you're going to see this coaching staff change because right now they're winning games. But I would put, your mid-year rookie report, I'd probably put it at like a C plus. You really want Henderson to overperform compared to what he's been doing. But Tet is the one saving grace for your rookie class so far. Like we said on the waiver wire, to me, the biggest name out there is Isaiah Davis. If, Breece Hall is to be moved, he would instantly gain a ton of value. Now, we can talk about a Daniel Jones trade, right, and what that would look like for you. We can talk about moving Javonte Williams and what that would look like for you. Did he say anyone else that he wanted to move?
I think it was just those two. Daniel Jones and Javonte Williams for more future draft capital.
The hard part about Evan Ingram and Mark Andrews is they're really not worth anything. I would probably say hold until you see any signs of life, and then maybe you can see if you can get like a late first in any year. That would be ideal. But for Daniel Jones, it's really unfair to ask for anything more than a first-round pick, and I don't think most people are willing to give you a first-round pick. I think they would have to wait until that contract actually happens. But if you have, let's look at some competitive teams. Like this guy's 5-1. He's got Allen and May. He's probably fine. This guy's is 5-1. He lost Burrow, but he has Darnold. So this could be
he also lost Malik
ideal
as well, and he was talking about moving off of picks for Malik.
Right.
Anyways.
Right.
That's like maybe something we can tie into the whole.
Okay. Well,
whole
like
scenario.
Daniel Jones plus a 26 first for Malik Neighbors type vibe here.
Type of situation.
Now, make sure that first isn't yours, obviously. Whose first is this? I'm curious.
Mixon. He is Mixon is 2 and 4. Team 5
Okay.
mixing it up. Lamar, Brock, Purdy, Cam. I mean, his team's injured right now, but should be coming back. Mike Evans, Tyler Warren.
Yeah, so they still have a good chance to make the playoffs. Make sure it's not yours. But that would be a scenario that would make sense for both parties if he's wanting to compete. Obviously, it's going to be a lot to ask for him to give up Malik Neighbors, but again, you're going to be able to get at least a first, if not more, if you hold anyway. So keep that in mind.
I mean, unless you can somehow do Daniel Jones and Javonte, which is highly doubtful for Malik, but
right, okay,
because of this guy's construction. But he has Jameer and Devon, Achane, Saquon Barkley.
That would be ideal, actually, yeah. But like we said, not saying this is possible, just trying to open every door for you, right? Trying to brainstorm with you, create ideas together. And again, we're trying to look at these teams that are competitive. This guy's 4-2. He's got Jalen Hurts and Trevor Lawrence. You're telling me this guy that has Rico Dowdle as his RB2 is not interested in that combination?
Yeah.
Let's go send this guy both of those names like we're trying to do earlier. And let's get... I feel like Brian Thomas is not crazy to ask for.
Yeah.
Brian Thomas in a first and you send a second.
Yeah, unless it's like a golden and a first or something. If Brian Thomas is too much.
Yeah, golden and a first wouldn't be enough, I don't think. For me. But what do you think about that? Sending a second, Jones and Javonte for Brian Thomas in a first. That feels more than fair in today's current market. I mean, maybe you could try like just sending a third first, but
yeah, I like that.
By the way, Puka Nacua didn't practice today.
So
just in case anyone cares. I guess I shouldn't care anymore. I can let the pain go. Okay, I'm sorry. Smith, I think is the name here, has a 5-1 record. This could be perfect as well. I guess he has Flacco. He has Flacco and Stafford, so I don't think he would be desperate to make a move, to be honest. As crazy as that sounds. This guy's 4-2. He's got Fields, Aaron Rodgers, Dart. Certainly, you would anticipate him being interested, but what can he really offer you?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if you can package both of these names to these contenders for like 2 firsts, then that's ideal. And I think the team that, like, you give this guy Javonte Williams, he needs it with his running backs. He needs a quarterback like Daniel Jones. You get his 26 and 27 first, perfect, right? That's from 96, 97. So that could work. Of course, keep in mind, we're telling you if no one's interested, like, fair enough, but you just hold Daniel Jones at this point if they're not. And I don't see another team that's, like, desperately going to be interested.
Especially in quarterback there. Yeah, I mean, these are good options, though. I mean, good little packages that you can send away. Just having a quick look at if there's anyone else on his team that we can send away.
I'll be right back because my alarm is going off in the other room.
No worries. Yeah, so Sutton, by the way, Ben, yeah, we are going to post more here. We've just been taking a lot of our time has been on the Dynasty channel, so keep that in mind. I think another guy that we could potentially move off of, if you can, is probably like a Mark Andrews, right? And I'll put that here. Mark Andrews for like a second somehow, a future second.
What's up, Albert? What's up, Brizzleton? Ben, go back and listen to the first 2 minutes of the stream, my friend. We talk about where we are posting every day. It's just not on this channel right now, but go check that out. In the beginning, we talked about it.
And that's probably about it when it comes down to maybe squeezing out somebody else. I would also say I would say either Mark Andrews or Evan Ingram at some point in time in the season.
Yeah,
that's what I would say.
I don't think you're gonna get a second,
but
it depends. Like if Mark Andrews goes on a run that he did last year, or Evan Ingram does the same. But yeah, appreciate you, Daniel.
Kind of it.
You're gonna get your playbook within what?
48 to 72 hours. And Daniel's here, I think. Hey, how you going, brother? If you have any last minute questions or anything you want us to explore, I know you say you just got here, but we're happy to kind of go through that if need be. If you have any questions, again.
Just go have a listen to the review, and we can come back to yours after we do Nate's. But yeah, guys, I guess I'll just go into this real quickly because a lot of you are probably curious. We're getting a lot of comments on our previous videos, and people are like, "Why did you guys stop posting? Are you not making content anymore?" All we do is post videos and make content. That's all we do. But we've been doing that on the Fantasyland Football channel in the season because that's where the primary part of our time is taken, right? I mean, we're posting 6 videos over there a week, 6 live streams a week. So if you guys want to keep following along with us, we're not making content. All we're doing is live streaming and making content. It's just during the season, all of our time is kind of preoccupied by the Fantasyland Football channel. But I'm going to start posting at least a video per week next week, where if there's enough team reviews each week for us to do a stream, we'll do a stream every week as well if you guys want to get your team reviews done. But yeah, hopefully that helps. What's up, Ankit? He says, just bought a team review with the playbook, but did the offline version instead of live. Any way I can upgrade it to live? Yeah, totally fine. Just come through with the super message. I think it's just like a $10 difference. And then we'll put that in for today as well. Let me double check there's no one else ahead of you, but I'm pretty sure that we'd be able to.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if it's coming up on my end. I guess maybe all the questions
I saw the
are
notification.
Right now.
Yeah. But let's go to Nate next.
All right, Nate. Let us know if you're here. If not, as all good. 1 quarterback, 10 teams, start 8. Which is our meat and potatoes for 1 quarterback league. And I'll put that here. All right. Have a look at this context. His last trade, Alvin Kamara plus a first for Chuba and a second. I'm just unlucky. He said second points for first against. I don't really want to sell Neighbors, Hampton, and Buka because I loved him. Need to sell Adams at 2 and 4 or roll and try and sneak into the playoffs. I know I could win, but next 3 to 4 weeks will be tough. I don't know what to do. Fantasy sucks, and I understand. It's not ideal right now. A lot of injuries, not something that we all hope for, especially when some of your favorite players are injured as well. That's what really dampens down the mood there.
Yeah,
all right.
It's funny because look, you gotta give Rico his props, right? And Kips, we'll get you in today. Don't worry, my friend. You're good to go. You got to give Rico his props, but at the same time, Chuba probably doesn't do that, but he probably has like his best days of the year against those two matchups if he's healthy. So just a little bit unlucky, unfortunately.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, having a look at your team, you're currently ranked first out of 10. Drake May, Jackson Dart, Justin Fields left that quarterback room at the running back position.
Jeez.
Taylor, Amarion, Chuba, Zach Charbonnet, Woody, and the list goes on with Malik, Amonra, and Mika, Alave, Ricky, Devonta, Loveland, Hunter, Henry. You don't have your first in 2026, so I think that immediately puts us in, okay, we need to go out and compete and try and do everything that we possibly can.
We're going to have to try and sell Malik Neighbors if the right deal is there.
In the Windows open situation, you are 2-4. Let's go straight into some admin stuff. So let's put Amon-Ra St. Brown
as the untouchable.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah, because you almost need to move on from Neighbors if you can.
Emeka and Buka we can put as an untouchable, and then I would also put Jonathan Taylor as an untouchable there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then when it comes down to holds, Woody Marks.
Mm-hmm.
I would say Zach Charbonnet as well. He could be getting the full role going into next year, or just a new team.
Yeah. Well, Ken Walker is going to be a free agent, right? So for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Booty's worth holding at this point. Yeah. Jalen Knoll. You got a lot of pretty good holds on here. Tez Johnson.
Yeah,
Coker.
We'll put one more there. We'll put Jalen Coker. And then drops, really no one worth dropping unless it's like a Jarquez Hunter or Trevor Etienne if you want, but we can just wait on what that looks like. Maybe you could drop Justin Fields. You have Drake May, Jackson Dart. I think that's fine, and especially in a 10-team one quarterback. But once again, you don't have to drop anyone like that right now. I think this team is good. I think you've been hurt with injuries. Amarion went down, Chuba went down, Malik went down, Ricky went down. Those are 4 people right there that have all struggled with injuries. So has Emeka just went down as well. Your team is good. You just got unlucky with injuries. So overall, just looking at the team as it stands with talent, I think this is a B+ type of team. I think if anything, your weakest point is a tight end position with Loveland not really taking off the way we hope in this year, but he still has great value going into the future. So that's where I kind of stand. And like I said, you are a Windows open type of situation.
Yep. I'm just putting together his mid-year rookie report on the back end, but I definitely agree with that. I mean, we definitely need to find a trade that's going to work in our favor because, I mean, you don't have your first. So if you had your first, we could totally look at like, hey, okay, maybe we can start to sell off some of these veterans and, get something in return. But I think because you don't have your first, we do need to look at a Windows open pathway here and find a way to get back into the playoffs, even though you're 2-4. The good news with most Dynasty teams is typically there are plenty of guys who are rebuilding, so you'll have a lot of free wins as well. It's much easier at 2-4 to get into the playoffs as a contender than in Dynasty than it is in redraft, because everybody's competing in redraft. But in Dynasty, you'll have plenty of opportunities to just get free wins because teams are rebuilding anyway. So let's have a look at your midseason rookie report. All right, I'm going to do this for everyone who gets a playbook with us nowadays. So obviously, the ugly of your class so far would be the Etienne, Hunter, Brooks, Jalen, Knoll, Colson, Lovelands, right? Those are the guys that have either done nothing or have been very disappointing. Now, honestly, none of that is on any of these players. It's just they haven't done anything for you, and I'm grading them based off of where they were drafted in rookie drafts. Right now, Colson Loveland's a huge L. But again, like if you swap Colson Loveland and Tyler Warren and Loveland ends up in Indianapolis, Loveland is probably a must-start tight end every week. It's just situationally it didn't work out for him. Obviously, you have big hits like Emeka Egbuka, the Darts, Hamptons, Woody Markses. These are all so far really great draft picks, and I think right now mid-year I'd probably give your class overall kind of a B flat. Now We do need to potentially look at moving a Malik Neighbors. I think that's a deal that we can potentially look at. Your quarterback room is already really solid. Not having Hampton is harmful. I think there's enough there where you can string together some wins. Like a Jonathan Taylor, Hubbard being back, Woody Marks off the bye. There's enough there in a start 8 for you to kind of piece together some wins. Losing Igbuka right now is genuinely painful, especially with like no Ricky Pearsall. But right now you can start this week May, Dart, or Mayfields, Taylor, Hubbard, Amon-Ra, Olave, Hunter, Henry, and then you need to start 5, 6, 7, one more name, right? And that's probably Devontae Adams. So you have a starting lineup this week for sure. When Igbuka's back, and you know, if we sell Malik Neighbors, you're going to be in a position where you can definitely, I think, get into the playoffs, even if it's like the last seed, and then anything's possible. But what we've been doing is like structuring Malik Neighbors trades around like a Roma Dunze plus. I'm curious on like a KTC. I haven't looked at KTC in a long time. I think we looked at it yesterday for the first time. But I'm just curious where like the community would stand on a Malik Neighbors right now. So wide receiver 6, that makes sense. Like, look, if you could send Neighbors for CeeDee Lamb right now, I think that makes so much sense. Like just the straight up trade if the CeeDee Lamb owner is not contending at the moment, that could definitely be beneficial. A Roma Dunze plus, a Drake London plus, Brian Thomas plus, Rashee Rice plus, you know.
Yeah.
These are all deals that you can explore right now, and it doesn't mean that you have to do this, but we're just telling you this is what we would probably do if we were in your spot. Malik Neighbors is so hot. He's like before the injury, he was like the coolest name to own in Dynasty football. People still are in love with him, and rightfully so. They should be. So I'm saying that because you can still get plenty of value. Would you do like a JSN straight up, including the CeeDee Lamb? You can't get CeeDee Lamb plus, but
no,
you wouldn't do JSN
no,
straight
like,
up?
I'm saying like no, you can't do CDM plus. I was agreeing with you.
Oh,
there.
okay, my bad.
But yes, I would do JSN straight up for Malik.
Yeah, I agree. If I can get JSN straight up, then I think those are two straight up deals that make a lot of sense for your specific team. Let's go to the Roma Dunze team. Let's find the Roma Dunze team. Good news for you as a 2-4 team as well, as Dunze's already had his bye. But
Roma Dunze's on a 3-3 right now.
Yeah.
It's going to be tougher in a 10-man league because there's no one here that's standing out. Everyone is still kind of in the mix. There's no one that's like 0-5, 0-6 type of situation.
Yeah. I feel like you could probably do a Dunze, Warren, Ferguson, and figure out the rest, but I'm not in love with that. Like that is doable, but I think if this is the best offer from that team, and it probably is, I would rather just hold Malik Neighbors at that point. Unless we included Xavier Worthy and we sent back something.
Right.
Like if we get Rome and Xavier Worthy, I'm not really in love with that though, honestly. But I don't know. We can send back. It would have to be something small, like Jalen Coker or something. I don't know. I'm not in love with this. It's an option. Let's look at Brian Thomas. Maybe the Brian Thomas owner has something more intriguing for us.
Let's see, Brian Thomas.
So Brian Thomas could work. You could do like a Brian Thomas Scat, Brian Thomas Kyron. Okay. What do you guys think? Is this? I think that's a pretty fair deal because it's not like the Brian Thomas owners are desperate to keep him right now. I think everyone's a little bit spooked. I still want him. I've traded for him on rebuilds, but you know, there's still like this spooked feeling. What about Brian Thomas plus a 2027 first?
You can get it done, sure.
Right. So these are like some options here. Drake London. We can look at. Hey, I know there's a lot of people on this channel who, when we were big fans of Scatterboo, said he's a fullback. Not bad for a fullback. Not bad for a fullback so far for Scats. We've had our L's too with the class, of course. Okay, Drake London. You're not going to do Drake and Brees. But
I was thinking more like the way Travis is playing, you can take a swing on Travis if somebody's really panicking on him.
right. Okay. What about like Drake London and Warren for Neighbors Loveland?
Sure.
And I hate to sell low on Loveland, but that might make a lot of sense for you as a contender. You know?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to the Rashee. Oh, that's the Rashee Rice team as well. Well, if you did Rashee Rice, it would basically be Rice and Tyler. Just kind of straight up, so.
Yeah.
I feel like any of those deals put you right back in it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind it. I think it's a couple good moves. As much as I don't want to sell Malik, but you don't have you first.
Yeah. Exactly.
But you kind of have to move on, unfortunately. But appreciate you, Nate. If I know you're not here, but you should be receiving your playbook here within 48 to 72 hours on the Flock Fantasy message system, customized with everything that we drew up here for you today, man. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you big time. Okay. How do we actually look for? We've never done this before. We've never been like this busy where we've had to like sort. Okay, so we can turn off. We can turn off everything but team reviews, right? Is that how we do it?
You should be able to, and then his name should just pop up.
Okay. We've never been this busy before in like a queue or anything, so hard to. We don't know what we're doing. Okay, yes. Ankit is here. Aware is a redraft review, so we'll do that on the next stream over on the Fantasyland Football channel in about 20 minutes. Okay. Let's go to Ankit here.
Ankit, appreciate you, man. Please jump in at any point in time with anything, any questions that you have. He says, hey, guys, just looking for a review of my team. Currently 5-1 in first place and looking to make moves or trades to make around this year. And this is a Dynasty. 2 quarterback total teams start 9. So another meat and potatoes just like we had earlier for sure. And I put that in the chat so you guys can go ahead and follow. All right. And just him Fields currently ranked 4th out of 12. Having a look at this team, Caleb, Justin Fields, and the list goes on. So no QB3 that is strong. At the running back, Bijan, Chuba, Mason, JK, Ramondre, wow. And the list goes on. Justin, Jefferson, Pickens, Hunter, Smith, Ricky, Ayuk, Wandale, Jack Besh. A lot of names with Jake Ferguson. You do have you first in 26 and 27, so that's good. Untouchables going straight to some admin stuff. It's going to be Bijan Robinson. That's going to be an untouchable. Justin Jefferson is going to be an untouchable. And probably that's it at the moment, at least for me. When it comes down to holds, it's going to be names like Travis Hunter that you're going to have to hold.
Yeah.
You can add names like Jack Besh. You can hold here as well. Who else here? I think that's probably about maybe like Elijah Arroyo. You can hold still.
Yeah.
We saw little glimpses, and then
you have like a ton of rookies who haven't performed yet, and you don't really want to sell those guys right now.
Yeah, and then name. I think another one that we can put for sure is Brashard Smith, just to emphasize that. Whatever that's going to look like if they move on from him. Bunch of drops if we really wanted to. Eric All, Kyle Grayson, DTJ or DT.
Keandre Lambert Smith should be rostered as well, by the way.
Yeah.
He's the only name on the waiver. Sorry.
No, you're totally fine. DTR is obviously a guy that you can drop as well.
You can easily drop the Eric Alls, Kylan Granson's DTR, Tyson Badgett. These guys don't need to be rostered unless you want to for whatever reason. But right now his starting lineup is probably Caleb, Justin, then Bijan, and I guess Dobbins right now.
Yeah, Dobbins has been playing well for him.
Then Jefferson. How about Jorge Pickens? Love to see my guy out there dominating. That's 6. Jake makes 7. And then your 8 and 9 right now is probably Devonta Ricky when he's healthy, but Mason, Chuba, there's a bunch of options there. If I'm being honest, I feel like this team is missing like another really like superstar name in their lineup.
I think so as well. I mean, not only at the quarterback position, but I feel like
Running back,
whether that's running back or
receiver.
I guess George Pickens has been picking it up, but we're going to see what that looks like with CD. But I agree. I feel like there's something missing here. And for me, the biggest thing is QB2. Justin has been okay, but
yeah. I think he'll keep the job the entire year. So it's definitely like there's a chance he loses it, but it's definitely concerning. But I almost feel like I'm more concerned about having a running back that you can trust every year outside of Bijan. Because I think you can throw Justin in there.
Sure.
But that running back position is what concerns me more. I'm wondering if we can use our first and some of our depth, maybe a second, to maybe kill two birds with one stone. Get a quarterback 3 like a Daniel Jones and upgrade at running back. Sure. Like, this is Nate's, but that would be my ideal. No, sorry, I'm accidentally doing Nate's.
Oh, you're doing it on the okay.
That would be ideal, but yeah. I'm gonna do his mid-year rookie report on the back end. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't mind doing those type of additions for sure. The Daniel Jones is a great buy low. It's going to be probably difficult now to buy a name like a Jackson Dart, depending on how people are viewing him in Dynasty. Names that you can buy low as well right now if you really wanted to. That hasn't been playing could be more like a JJ McCarthy type of situation, or if you really wanted to go even lower there, Sam Darnold. He's been playing really well as well. Trying to get one of these lower end type of situations to kind of hold you along for the rest of the season, if you will, because you probably struggled when I would imagine that you lost a game when Justin Fields didn't play, your one and only game when Justin Fields didn't play this year. So I'm definitely trying to get in one of these quarterbacks.
All right, let's go to your mid-year rookie report. Yeah, most of your class is underperformed. I think you know that. Hunter has been. I think if we go back and we look at like consensus first round ADP of rookie drafts this year, it's either Travis Hunter or Caleb Johnson that has got to be the most disappointing. Travis Hunter cost more. Still believe in him as a talent, still believe in him long term, but as of right now, he's been one of the most disappointing rookie picks. A lot of these guys just don't really have a chance to hit the field yet, so that's a bit unfair. Right now, Gazin is probably your biggest hit based off where you drafted them. I would say your rookie class right now is probably like a C-, but that doesn't mean that through 5 games, 6 games, these rookies' careers are defined, right? So what we want to do is probably use your 26 first, plus I feel like I kind of maybe like a Devonta Smith, Jordan Mason. I don't know. Devonta Smith, Jordan Mason, like a package like this. And ideally we get quarterback and running back. Who has Daniel Jones? I'm curious.
Let's see.
Daniel Jones, that guy's 5-1. There's no way he's selling Jones. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, he has Baker as well. I mean, I guess let's just go to teams that are
not winning.
1-5. Yeah, so let's start from the top here. Knight's Watch has Drake May, Kyler Murray, CJ Stroud. Currently, it's not gonna be able. You're not gonna be able to get Drake May. I don't want Kyler Murray personally.
No, I mean my concern in the offseason was I just don't see how things turn around for Kyler. I don't know how long he's a starter there. That was kind of my concern in the offseason, but that's not really
Sandman is 0-6. He has just Jaden Daniels and Bryce Young, so that's not going to work either.
Yeah, no, you can't. You probably can't get Jaden from him. How about the 2-4 team? Josh Allen, Joe Flacco. Your league is in such a weird space right now. Okay, the guy who has Bo Nix and Matthew Stafford. Perfect. How about we go get Stafford and Bucky? What do you think about that?
Sure, that works.
And I don't even think this would cost. I don't think you need to include Jordan Mason or Devonta.
You don't have to include one of those players.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be a bit too much.
Yeah, but we would pay this price for for Stafford and Bucky if it's one of those two names, not both of them.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
But yeah, that could be the perfect team to negotiate with. Honestly, your league's in a little bit of a weird spot.
Yeah, there's a very heavy quarterback teams at the top here. Like, there's a team that has Patrick Mahomes, Sam Darnold, Michael Penix, Cam Ward. Like, get rid of one of those guys, dude. Jalen Hurts, Jackson Dart. Well, he has 3 quarterbacks, so that's fine.
I would also be interested in Bo Nix if you can pay that entire package for Bo Nix and Bucky. By the way, first Devonta, Jordan Mason for Bo Nix and Bucky would be really interesting to me. Yeah, is there any teams that have like a quarterback surplus?
There is. Debo is fat.
Okay.
Justin Herbert, Jordan Love, Jared Goff.
Yeah, but they don't even have a quarterback 3 really.
3.
I mean, I guess you could ask for like Love. Yeah, I just don't know what the deal is there.
How is this guy 3-3? Does this make any sense? Brian, Team 9, Brian owes something. It's J.J. McCarthy and Aaron Rodgers as his quarterback, and he's 3-3.
Yeah.
And he has Garrett Wilson, Xavier. How has this guy won? Look at his wide receivers. He has no wide receivers.
Devo, brother. How about Devo? One of our most suggested buys for contenders this offseason. Honestly, Debo is probably the reason why. Okay, is there any other teams? No, not really. I guess the guy who has Sam Darnold. How about Sam Darnold, man? He's not losing that job.
No, he's not.
He's not losing that job.
He's been great.
How about we do something with Sam Darnold included? And he's not going to be the main piece, but we want to get a running back. Is there a running back here? Yeah, I mean, maybe we buy low on Henderson. Someone in the chat just asked, "Hey, do I send 2 seconds in 26 late seconds for Travion Henderson?" I'm like, yes. So the pulse must be really low, and understandably so. Would you send a first in Jordan Mason for Darnold and Henderson?
Yeah, for Henderson, because I still believe in him.
Yeah.
I'm not jumping for joy, but like that. The thing is, well, I guess this is going to help him now. I was just thinking it's probably not going to help him, but it helps his QB situation. And Henderson is not a startable name, unfortunately. But yeah.
I think those are our main ideas. I want to hear from Ankit if he has any questions. The only other route I can think of is if you just completely ignore quarterback at this point, and we go to these teams and like, see, Scatterboo is going to be impossible to trade for right now.
I think like unless we flip it, unless we pay the first for the quarterback and then send Devonta Smith or Jordan Mason for some like a lower player.
How about Derrick Henry though? Because Derrick Henry is on a team that's 2-4 right now. Can you go get Derrick Henry and send the second or something?
Sure, that works.
What's our team name again? Justin Fields.
Justin Fields.
Yeah. Can you send? I don't know. Let's say, yeah, the second that you have. Can you send that for Derrick Henry? Whatever a second value is that they're comfortable with, you can do that. But you can't send a first for Derrick Henry. No way. The 0-6 team has Hampton. They're not going to give up Hampton. That's perfect for them as an 0-6 team. Yeah. What does Ankit say here? He says, I was thinking, what if I sold a running back piece or a upgrade at receiver and then worry about quarterback after the season? You could upgrade at receiver. I think running back is where I have the most concerns with your roster. Like when Ricky Pearsall is back and healthy, hopefully Travis Hunter improves over the course of the year. You have enough between Jefferson, Pickens, Devonta, Pearsall. I'm more concerned about the running backs, but you can try that as well. Like if you wanted to do a first and what do you think, like a first and Devonta Smith?
Something along those lines, yeah.
It's still going to leave you pretty naked at running back. Like you have plenty of options you can just throw in. But a first and Devonta Smith, not a player that many people are excited about. A player that has pretty much been a sell for me for 2 years. But could you go get, see, even like Brian Thomas is iffy. Could you go get Rashee Rice?
Have him long term, though,
what about Rashee Rice?
Yeah, I think like someone like Brian Thomas may not feel like he may not feel like he's going to help you right now, but I think long term he would rather have him.
Yeah, and
that's
this is the problem, Ankit. Like that was kind of my feeling. That's why we didn't really go to it organically. Nobody really wants Devonta Smith anymore. You know, nobody wants a part of that passing attack. Yeah, Ayuk and Pearsall. Yeah, you can't really sell right now. But honestly, both have a chance, like second half of the year, to be legitimate flexes for you.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so the issue is, I don't see a name to tier up from. You can't sell Travis Hunter right now. And then Jefferson and Pickens are like crucial to your lineup. So it would have to be Devonta Smith if there's a trade out there, but I just don't know that there's a trade that exists out there, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like
I agree.
You can't get Nico, Brian, Garrett, Rasheed, London. And then you start to ask the question, like, am I really going to send a first and Devonta for Ladd, for Marvin, for Worthy, for a lot? Like, you start to get in this point where it's like, I don't think it's even worth it then. It's just not a great match, unfortunately. But anyway, I hope that's helpful, man. Let us know if you have any final questions there.
Yeah, appreciate you. And obviously, you know how to get your playbook. You've gotten others in the past, but you should be receiving your playbook here. 48 to 72 hours on the Flock Fantasy message system, customized to everything that we drew up here for you today. Thank you so much for the support, man.
Yes. Again, guys, no, we have not stopped making content. In fact, that's all we do. You can find that over on the Fantasyland Football channel. I'll put a link in the chat. We'll be live there in like 5-10 minutes from now. But just want to see if we have any questions here from Ankit before we call it a day. Jacoby Myers doesn't practice Wednesday. It's Jack Besh season, ladies and gentlemen. Come on.
Oh boy.
I'm speaking it into life. It's Jack Besh's time to rise from the ashes like a phoenix. Joel says, new cut looking clean, Badaki. Now time to turn things around in the Flock League.
Gosh, well, we'll wait and see. Appreciate you.
Yes. I would love to see you get a win. Who do you play this week?
I play Mason.
Shit.
Mason doesn't have... I mean, I'm not going to win, boys. I mean, I'm starting Tez Johnson and Sterling Shepard, RJ Harvey, Chase Brown, Kenneth Gainwell. I have James Cook as a on bye. Shakira on bye. I mean...
Yeah. Tuffy.
I have 1-2 players, which I hate, on Thursday night, which is tomorrow, Chase Brown and Kenneth Gainwell. But I have...
You're starting
one...
Gainwell?
Who else am I going to start?
Damn, man. I didn't know you were down that bad. I knew you were down bad, but that's...
Who else am I going to start?
Yeah.
I literally have no one else to start.
No, I hear you. It's not been an easy year, has it? Let's see.
Should I sit Gainwell and start RJ Harvey against the Giants and then start Malik Washington versus Cleveland?
Oh, yeah, you know what? You're in a terrible spot. I don't know how you start Malik Washington.
Yeah. I feel like Gainwell, I mean, he got in like 9 points last week, and that was okay. And
it's a good matchup as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
But the wide receivers are starting freaking Sterling and Tez, so GG's.
Yeah. Yes. Would you guys start Olave over T-Mac? If you need a safer floor, for sure. All right, guys. Look, we want to answer all your questions, but we are also late to another stream. So, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and put a link to this stream. We're gonna sign off here, and then we're gonna be back live on the other channel, the Fantasyland Football channel. There's a link in the chat. We'll be live there for probably an hour and a half answering questions.
Yeah, I'll spam it here.
So we appreciate you guys big time. Again, if you guys want your team playbooks, we've been doing them on the Fantasyland Football channel, but if you guys want team playbooks, if you want us to review your Dynasty teams, start submitting and we'll start doing weekly streams again. But we appreciate you guys. We'll see you in like 5 minutes. Love.